Welcome to our new series, Back to Basics, a monthly deep dive into all things sanding and abrasives. Each episode will break down a different topic, helping you master the essentials with ease. In today's episode, we will show you exactly how to choose the right super sponge grit so you can achieve a professional finish on your DIY project. Let's get into it. 4 essential steps are required to achieve a sleek and durable finish. Remove, prepare, finish, and polish. First, you'll want to remove and strip away layers of old paint, rust, or finishes. The go-to grit levels for this tough job are 60, 80, and 100. Super sponges make stripping easier because they fit comfortably in your hand for maximum control. Sand down to the bare wood before the next step. Just a quick safety reminder, if you're working with old paint, especially if you think it might be lead-based, wear a mask and work in a well-ventilated space. Once you've sanded down to the bare wood, it's time to prepare and smooth out the surface. The ideal grit range for this essential task is 120, 150, and 180 grit. In this step, we fine-tune the surface so it's perfectly prepped for whatever product you apply. Start with 120 grit sandpaper to knock out any rough spots. Once the surface is free of roughness, switch to a 180 grit for an ultra-smooth, silky feel. The goal here is to make sure the wood is as smooth as possible, so when you're ready to apply your stain, or in this case, paint, it will go on evenly and look flawless. The third step is where we finish the surface. The ideal finish grit range is 220, 320, and 400. These grits are perfect for smoothing any imperfections before the final top coat application. In this example, we're working with an outdoor porch planter stained in premium fast-dry Kona. To ensure a smooth finish, a 220 grit works best to gently scuff and sand the surface and remove dust or debris. Super sponges are extra flexible, making sanding all the contours of a planter or any DIY project easier. Then you'll want to move up to a 320 grit sponge for that extra silkiness. This helps the polyurethane coat go on smoother. The final step is polishing. The best grit range for this task is 600, 1000, 1500, and 2000 grit. Super sponges in this grit range are made from silicon carbide for ultra-fine abrasion and a high-quality professional finish. For this step, we'll work with a different side of the porch planter, which has already been stained with the same Kona color and a coat of varathane oil-based polyurethane. After the first coat dries, we'll use 600 grit to lightly sand away any dust or imperfections in the finish. Then, we'll gradually move to finer grits. In this case, we went up to 1500 grit for a glossy, smooth finish that feels silky. This final polishing step takes your DIY project from good to great. And that's it. If you remember to use the best grit level for each of the 4 steps, it'll be easy to get that professional grade and sleek look that lasts for years. Thanks for following along. Let us know in the comments what topic you want covered next month.